Hey guys, today I'm working on my T680 here. We're having some trouble with it, and I'll show you here what's going on. So I noticed this yesterday, this panel after I'm driving, step is so hot, and this is soot, and that's melting. So something in my exhaust system behind here is going bad. This truck is deleted, so none of this stuff is working, and I'm wondering if maybe we got a rust hole in the DPF system on the Kenworth. So we're going to take these two bolts out. Already got those two out. We're going to take this off and see what we find back here. Okay, after talking to my mechanic that deleted this truck, looks like the end cap is just rusting loose, and there's a couple holes where the bands are and stuff. That's what's causing that to get so hot and start melting. I talked to my mechanic that deleted this truck, and he told me take those both out, and they actually do make a muffler kit for this that actually replaces these two. Don't take this as legal advice. I'm not sure what the ramifications are about pulling this off in your truck, but on my truck I'm going to be pulling both these out, and then we'll see how stupid loud it is, and then if it's stupid loud, then we'll try to figure out how to put a muffler or something in here. Okay, I finally got that bar out. That thing is a pain. It is riveted all the way on this side and there, and then it's riveted 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. Not a lot of fun. And then I already did these bands, and I did the one band up in there. I did that top one. So she's ready to come out. I loosened up this one. I couldn't get it, so I ended up just cutting it. So that one's busted. Now the only thing holding this stack on back here are two bolts right there, they're 5/8. Pull that out, and we're gonna pull this stack up and off. Then we're free from the exhaust on the truck. We'll be free from the exhaust of the stack. Then we can start working on getting those boxes out. Okay, got the first one out. Something I forgot about, but makes total sense. There is a couple coolant lines that go down to it for the def heater. All you gotta do is take a vice grip and clamp them off, and then eventually we're gonna have to delete those, cap them wherever they're going. But we're getting there. We're getting there. All that's left is the bottom one. All this crap's gonna fall. This is actually the DPF parts of it. So it's just junk, chalk. So I'm gonna cap that and then start getting the bottom one out after clean all this up. I already cut these bands. It's already pretty loose, so I think we'll be able to get it out. I'm gonna try to sneak it underneath this bracket, but I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. We'll see. We're not putting one back in here, so if we have to, we'll cut those. Well, it's not coming out, so we're getting creative. We'll get her out. Okay, now that all that is out, we got this coolant leak in here, these two hoses. We got to put those together so it quits leaking and button them up good. And then it looks like they had some stuff that needs to be zip tied up. Now we can see it. And now I got to get that somehow over to this. So that's going to be my next goal. Probably just gonna buy some pipe and try to make it work, maybe get some flex pipe if we have to. I can take off that U, and it's a straight piece, but it's a V-band clamp. I gotta try to find a way to get that out of the V-band into a normal pipe. We'll figure it out. We're getting there. Okay, I'm back from the store. I got some odd-end piping, some clamps, some big hose clamp, flex pipe. I'm gonna try to make that work. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut that right about there, so that becomes 4 inches. I'm gonna bring it this way down and then up. I'm gonna adapt it into 5-inch going up the stack and make something to hold on to all that. I'm gonna see if I mock some things up here. It looks like we have a rib band there too. I gotta look at. Let's see. greatest, but it's going okay. Got nice sealed up all the way around. Yep, that should be fine. So that part's done from the old stuff to the new stuff. Now it should be pretty easy. Okay, well, this is what I came up with tonight. I stopped and got some pipe, welded some stuff up. That's what I got in here. So I got that hooked back there. Got that bracket welded back on. I gotta get a V-band clamp that goes up into there. V-band clamp that on, goes up, down, around, and up. And I can't hard mount this because this is on the cab, which is air ride, and that's hard mounted to the frame. So I have one more 90 here and some flex pipe. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to put a 90 in here, and then I'm gonna have to do some sort of flex pipe in this section. There's probably about two and a half, maybe 2 feet there, something like that. So I need to, I'm gonna cut this a little higher to get into some nicer metal. And then I'll put the L in there, and the L actually would dang near touch that. So I'll cut a little bit off this one and a little off that one. Flex pipe it across. And then our delete will be done. We'll be in good shape. I got that reinstalled too. So we're in good shape. We're wrapping her up. It's getting late. It's about 9 o'clock at night tonight. Didn't really expect this to take all day, but here we are. So I think what I'm gonna do for the night, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here, and then tomorrow I'll cut that, put the L in there, put the flex pipe in, hook it all together, and I still need a fitting for the 2 barbs to get that to quit leaking coolant down there. Tie it all up, and then put the shield back on. Make it look all pretty. So I didn't actually use flex pipe when I put this exhaust together. The old boxes in there were hard mounted with V-band clamps, so they couldn't move. So what we found out is that there's actually a slide pin at the top of the stack. So the stack moves independently from the cab. That was my mistake when I first recorded this. So we did hard mount everything. All right, she's running. Got a little rattle there. Oh, I'm missing a bolt. Oh, I need to put a bolt here. Okay, I'll do that. Well, this is all running good. I had some fitment issues with the bracket. I had to move it over a little more. I'm gonna make something more permanent for now, but get that V-band clamp back on. But it's coming down. It's running up top. No issues. Filled the coolant back up after we lost a bunch of it. It's running good. Looks like we do have one code there, something for a knock sensor. So I already talked to our mechanic. He's gonna come shut that off tomorrow for us, but it's running good. Happy with that. Can't wait to get this thing to work on Monday. That's pretty cool.